By many accounts, one of the most underrated home venues in all of the NFL resides in the heart of Nashville, Tennessee, and that's where we find ourselves at Nissan Stadium. This crowd here fired up for football as a moment ago their Titans were introduced. This should be a good one as the Titans get set to match up with the Indianapolis Colts. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
5-yard line.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Marlon Mack, his first carry of the game. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
The 34-yard line.
Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Rivers going to try and sneak it. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. First down.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Rivers to throw this time. Over the middle here, it's Hilton. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Out of the gun, here's a give to Mack. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 11 yards there, first down.
Good pickup there by Marlon Mack, and he was a 1,000-yard runner in 2019 and has been very consistent in moving the ball for the Colts. Last 2 seasons, at least 8 touchdowns rushing each year.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They'll run here with Mack. The tackle is made by Adoree Jackson.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, You could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Naeem Hines, his first carry. And he is going to get this close to the first down markers. He's brought down at the Titans' 40-yard line.
Tackled at the 40-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And it's 3rd down.
It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. And he's got his man, Hilton. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Rivers to Hilton there. First down, Indy.
First down, Indianapolis.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
The tackle made by...
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
The Titans' 28-yard line.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, Rivers. That's complete to Jack Doyle, the tight end. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 14. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
And
how about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive going to plan so far. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. He dumps this off to Mack. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Second down now. It's Mack. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Third and short yardage. Rivers escaping the pressure right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 8-yard line.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he's up past the 10 to about the 12.
Henry, the ball carrier.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. 11 yards there, first down.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
On first and 10, Tannehill airing it out deep for Smith. They got his man complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A big pickup of 38. No score after one on EA Sports.
The end of the first quarter with no score.
A first down carry for Henry. Powers over him.
Just fed him his pads, didn't he?
And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. They've moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
They keep it with Henry on first down. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6.
4 yards on the pickup.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Khari Willis in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to fourth down. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal. So
maybe now the mentality changes in this game because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's second and 4. They'll run it out of the gun with Mack, and he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5. The Colts on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Working out of the gun, Rivers. And that will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the Zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now it's Tannehill off the bootleg. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
And 10.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Tannehill. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement?
Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. The man wreaking havoc there, Gerald McCoy, the D tackle.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. A play fake to Mack. Now Rivers. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. 27 yards there. A 1st down. Back in the 1st quarter, you said it, they need to avoid the big play, but he just got a big one right there.
You can't relax. You know, we talked about in the 1st quarter, but as the game progresses, still opportunities, and he took advantage of one there.
2nd quarter, 2 minutes remain, 3-0 our score. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our 1st half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Rivers going to get this into the hands of Mack. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
They will get 4 yards here on the 1st down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun, Rivers. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They'll run here with Mack. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Marlon Mack, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts have taken the lead.
For the extra point.
I know the play ends up in the end zone with one person carrying the ball, but how about that big mass of humanity that guided him to that spot?
Yeah, they got there, but I love the dive. Always a fan of the dive. And this is no good. He missed it. Not a good start here in the kicking department as this remains a 6-3 score.
Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Taken about 7 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it.
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Walker. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
At the 30.
He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
That's into the hands of Pascal. Now a timeout being called as there's an injured Titan down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. From the gun, Rivers. It's brought in right side by Ginn.
Rivers pass.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun, Rivers. Eluding the pressure right. And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Rivers on 1st down. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
Malcolm Butler.
Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. They run with Hines. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. He may try and run for this. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This is a 26-yard attempt. championship's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Titans going to get the ball to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports. Khalif Raymond now. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Titans take over first and 10.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally, because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. On 2nd and 9, Tannehill. Flushed out right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. That sack by the DN, Danico Autry.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
3rd and long, it's Tannehill. The open man is Smith. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first.
First and 10.
That's a play that'll likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Tannehill getting this complete to Smith. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
49-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. A toss left, Henry. Oh, what a juke into space. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. That was excellent from start to finish, from the blocking to the running, just well executed.
And now let's look ahead, because after that, how about a little play action, maybe a little bootleg, and get the quarterback out on the corner and give him a little run-pass option.
And they're right down here looking for 6. Tannehill on first down. This one caught by Davis. Oh, Davis lost it. It's loose. And the Colts pick it up. A big seam, and he might go all the way. He's at the 40. 20. 10, 5, and they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Touchdown, Indianapolis.
This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave them a comfortable lead.
The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. Rivers now after the fumble recovery. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further.
Titans 3. Rigoberto Sanchez.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Here's Khalif Raymond to return. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Return. The Titans take over first and 10.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they'll be looking to start fresh. Just a moment ago, they were backed up, coughed up the football, and then saw it go the other way for 6 points.
I just wonder, partner, sometimes they put such an emphasis on things. And
Derrick Henry all alone. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Titans are able to make this a close game again. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side. Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Rivers. He completes this one to Mack. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
Rivers on the money, complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Operating from the gun, Rivers. On the right side, it's Hilton with a catch. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
A gain of 15.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
They'll run on first down. Mack. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up. So last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They go right back to Mack. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 yards on the pickup, and it'll give them a fresh set of downs.
With the score.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing. Slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Rivers hands this one to Mack. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now it's Mack, draw play. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left. They'll run it. It's Mack. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I think there's a fatigue factor that's kicking in defensively. You know the will is still strong, but I think the offense is starting to bend it just a little bit, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. It's looked that way. We'll see if they can continue this already strong drive. Looking to run with Mack. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
4-yard loss on the play. 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
The give, this is Mack. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Touchdown.
Marlon Mack, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Colts add on to their lead. They were able to push him backwards on 1st down, but this time he forces his way in.
I wonder if he went back to the huddle and said, guys, just a little bit more help, and I can get it done on this one. Maybe even overruled the play call from the sideline, just feeling like he had that opportunity, and he wanted to cash it in.
And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead.
24, Titans 10. Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball, but how about them just taking it big-time jaunt. Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
That's good.
Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards. Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Raymond.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think that part of their plan was to hit him over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. The Titans on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. To the air again, Tannehill. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Rodrigo Blankenship on for the PAT. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
Makes the score Colts 31, Titans 10. Rigoberto Sanchez.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And that last pick six may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the fourth quarter. They need points quickly. Oh, he can't hang on. That was a dream chance for any D lineman to possibly get a pick. But instead it falls down incomplete.
10 at the 25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Out of the gun, Tannehill. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. He'll have a first down past the 40, and he'll take it to the 43-yard line. Tennessee getting the first down on a big play of 18 yards. Again, Tannehill.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Malik Hooker on the cover.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
And he comes back with one complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
8-yard gain. It's 4th down.
Here we go on 4th, Tannehill. And he finds a man on the crossing route. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
1st and 10 at the 20.
Throwing again is Tannehill. Offense from... And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Titans are able to close the gap just a bit.
For the extra point.
And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Makes the score.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Rivers now to throw on first down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. And that's a loss of 7 on the first down play.
He's brought down.
Second and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. Play fake, Rivers. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And he's got his man. It's Hilton for the Colts touchdown.
The number 13,
T.Y. Hilton, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Colts take advantage of the turnover to put up 6. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points.
The score, Colts 38, Titans 17. Rigoberto Sanchez.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing.
The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. After the sack on first down, Tannehill. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Rivers here to throw. He's going to let this go end zone for Hilton. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Titans take over first and
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. After the interception, here's Tannehill. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Anthony Walker. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4.
And goal to go at the 4-yard line.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Following the interception here, Rivers. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown.
Indianapolis.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Colts, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year. And they'll get a few extra days to savor this one before they take on the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for the Titans, they'll lose an important one here as that drops them to 5-4 on the season. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
Hey, could count on my power and look at my dogs from